How you doing, YouTube family? Today is Tuesday, March 18th, 2025. It's your man Big D, and I'm back with another one. I want to thank all you good folk out there that continue to support my son and I. We greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Well, family, I want to jump on here real quick, and I wanted to react to this video. Now, um, the original video that I'm gonna react to, had already been reacted upon by Anton Daniels. He has a phenomenal, channel, you should go check him out. And I tried to locate this video, because Anton Daniels, he normally, puts a link in the description so you can actually go see the original video before he, reacts to it. So I tried to do that, but I think this young lady perhaps removed the video, and that's fine. But I just want to give you a heads up, family, that I'm going to be reacting and giving my commentary, but it's gonna kind of like overlap and go along with what Anton is saying. So without further ado, let's get it.
Of not being heard. I'm tired of not being seen. I'm tired of being a part of a system that is just oppressing me at every angle. I found out last week that my baby dad owns over upwards of $800,000 in assets.
Nice.
His parents, who are very wealthy people, his dad's a retired doctor who had a private practice,
Nice.
created a trust for him and his sister
Okay.
and gave them a bunch of properties, both commercial and residential, gave them land and a trust fund.
Okay, well that's fine, ma'am, and I understand where you coming from. But here's the thing: it appears that your baby daddy, his mom and dad saw it beneficial to try to establish some form of generational wealth for their children. So the fact that they created trust funds and different assets and properties to leave to their children, your baby daddy, right? And the thing about it is that that has nothing to do with child support. His the trust fund and the assets that this man uh dad and mom left to him has nothing to do with the fact of you got to pay child support. So they don't the courts don't take in consideration assets in a trust. They don't do that, ma'am.
Itself with money in it that collects interest and dividends that he can take money out of if he needs it. Okay. And this man is on government assistance. This man gets food stamps every month. This man is a strong, built, over 6 foot tall white man who has the capability to work, but chooses to only mow grass during the summers. This fucking man is coming after me to pay him child support, and the system is going to help him do that.
Wait a minute.
Okay, first of all, ma'am, the system ain't letting him do anything because when the roles are reversed and men, first of all, ma'am, I'm looking at you and you got you wearing that bust down Brunhilde lace front wig. Listen, that damn wig look like it's doing backflips on top of your head. You come on here talking BS because now the child support court is making you be responsible for child support. You know what? This is near and dear to my heart because I was a single dad, and you know what? I got no child support for my son. I got no child. I got zero child support. His mom didn't send me anything. And thank God I was in a position that I didn't necessarily need it. But here's the thing, that the child support money is for the child. It wasn't for me. But I also noticed that when, my son was living with his mom, guess who was responsible for child support? And it was a lot of child support at that. And I also was responsible for making sure he had some type of medical healthcare coverage, dental coverage, and all that. So, ma'am, I'm not trying to hear. I'm not trying to hear your woes and your cries because There are plenty of men out there that are treated unfairly, and you know what they're told? Get a part-time job. Oh, tighten up, batten down the hatches. Stop. You need to be more frugal. Yeah, we hear it all. But when it come to y'all women, oh, y'all want sympathy. Nope, y'all wanted equal rights, so now you got it.
Minute. Are you telling me that a system is set up where a man is taking advantage of free government assistance, and it's a possibility that him being on that government assistance is helping him to get the child support? And then he has a trust set up, meaning that he had assets and he has resources, but he chooses to live his soft guy era, right? And then on top of that, he's 6 feet. He chilling. He takes the winters off. He just grinds in the summer. He's in the gym all day, making sure that he get himself together. And the system is set up to against you when you crying. No way. No way. Now, let me be very clear. And I always like to give credit to the content creator, so that link will be down.
My question is that in all the courtrooms across America, why isn't it the same sympathy and the same cries felt for men? Why is that? Why is it that it's okay for women to come on these internet streets and cry about the fight? They gotta pay child support. But when you hear men going to court and the judge is handing out $500 a month, $600 a month, $800 a month, men just take that shit on the chin and they keep it pushing. They figure out a way how they gonna make it work. Cause I know that's what I had to do.
In the description, regardless of whether I agree or not. But let me just be clear. I am in no way, shape, or form a fan of anybody, man, woman, or whatever, that is a capable adult that is taking care of business and has the ability to be able to go out and get a job, earn for themselves, be on government assistance, because that is our dollars, that is taxpayer dollars, and it should not be taken advantage of. But that's not the point of the video, right? That goes without saying. The point of the video is that he is taking her to the cleaners and forcing her to pay child support. And apparently, he has custody of the child, because how can you get child support if you don't have custody of the child? So apparently, the judge and the court system deemed him the most fit parent for whatever reason, because I'm sure there's some details left out, and we're going to go ahead and get to the rest of the video. And you feeling bad about it. So wait a minute. Because y'all.
So my question is this, ma'am, why don't you have custody of your child? I can tell you this much. Typically, the courts will not give custody to the father unless the mother has been deemed unfit or not the best parent for the children. So, ma'am, what you got going on that you lost custody of your children? So it's easy to come on here and say, woe is me. But what do you got going on that the courts determined and found you not being suitable enough to have custody of your child? I got questions.
Seen me this video, and I did check the comments, and so I felt like it was a good video to react to after I watched the first 10 seconds. In the comments, they all talking about, oh, I can't believe that he doing that to you and all of this. So, but when it happens to men in this equal society that you guys advocated equal for, but when it happens to men, it's man up, never forgive him. I don't care how much he owe in arrears. Make sure that you go and get that money, queen. Oh, I can't believe that he irresponsible or whatever, so on and so forth. So when it's a guy, then the system is oppressive. But when it's you,
it's a double damn
it's
standard.
not man up, take care of business, get a better job, and all of that stuff. So we gonna throw all of that out the window because this king is living his best life, and we not even gonna mention the fact that you went with a snow hair.
Exactly. Now, I got another question. So you went with, you know what I'm saying, one of them Braz or Chaz, right? And I would want to sit down and have a long talk with your baby's father. And I would want to know, and I would ask him, good sir, did you really want to get her pregnant? Was this something that, were y'all just reckless? Because in today's time, they have, various forms of birth control. So for a woman to get pregnant nowadays, listen, I'm not trying to hear it. So my question is, my good sir, did she put a trap baby on you, assuming, oh well, I'm gonna get pregnant from this Brad here? He's 6 foot, white dude. That mean my baby gonna come out with pretty eyes and curly hair. He gonna be mixed. And I know his people got money because I already know she was counting on this man parents' money. She said the dad was some type of doctor, so she was already thinking she had found the goose that laid the golden egg. Yeah, yeah, that's right. She probably put a trap baby on this man. I would love to talk to him to hear his side of this story.
Uh-huh. I can't even reference Umar Johnson on this one because Umar got his own problems that he's dealing with right now. On top of it, you decided to rock out with a snow hair. So you divested from the community. You went and got you a man that was 6 feet tall, built, he had resources, but you wasn't counting on him being the best parent. You wasn't counting on the system not working in your favor, and you wasn't counting on having to pay child support. Pay your child support, Queen.
Nah, she wasn't counting on that.
Pay your child
She
support.
wasn't counting on
Listen,
that.
whatever is good for one
She thought she
side
had
for the
found her
last
a
50
sucker.
plus years should be good for the other side now that y'all have.
Damn right. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. If it's okay for men to get they finances raticized in child support court, well, guess what, ma'am? It's good for you too.
The ability to earn, work, go to school, get your degree, do whatever you got to do. And I don't care what you got to do. And if you don't pay your child support, I think that you should be thrown in jail.
Absolutely.
Well, if y'all don't like that, because y'all saying that I'm being a little bit too harsh, I can already tell, I can hear the comments. Then maybe we should update and change the system, not only when it affects you, but before it starts to affect you. You wasn't counting on having a child and him being the best parent. You wasn't counting on him being on government assistance. And let me just say something. In most instances, a trust is protected. A trust is protected. That is not you. That is a trust. That is its own entity. And as he draws from it, and he'll probably hand that down to his kid, as he draws from it, that is his money. That is not your money, Queen.
Absolutely. That's his money. That is monies that his family left for him. Not for you because you decided to get sloppy and have a baby when they got 99,000 million ways of contraceptives that you could have used. You let old boy slide up in raw dog and just spray the club up. That's what you did, ma'am.
Do not think that you are entitled to it. And I didn't hear anything about my ex-husband. I heard my baby daddy. So that means that you opened up your legs to a man that you shouldn't have been opening up your legs to in the first place. And you should have been married. Maybe she'll come through later and tell us that she was married. I don't know. But let's hear the rest of the story, Queen.
I just got off the phone with my lawyer.
More
Who
money.
basically said that child support doesn't care about his assets. Child support doesn't care about his assets, then what the fuck is this all about? You're going to come after me to pay somebody who has on the upwards of $800K of money, not in that's tied into like the houses, and I get that, but he also has a trust fund with over $300,000 in it. And you're
That's his parents' trust.
Exactly.
They make sure
Got
that
nothing
he's
to do
good.
with you.
He's living his soft guy era. Don't trip, baby.
me that I got to pay him money.
Yes, you
when
do.
It's just me and my one income, my one full-time little ass job.
Okay, so you and your one little income, your one little full-time job. Well, guess what? Do like they tell men. Go get you another little part-time job to go with that full-time job. That's what they tell men. That's what the judge tell a man. Look at him straight in his eye and don't care if that man got to live up under a bridge. Don't care how that man gonna survive. He just gotta pay.
That's barely sustaining my life. But I have to play him because he knows how to manipulate the system better than me. Like, are you fucking kidding me right
manipulate the system. Well, if that's the case, then what happens when women do the same thing? Are y'all manipulating the system?
Right now, the craziest thing is all he has to do for me to not have to pay child support is drop the assistance. Just drop it. Just drop the assistance. I already pay for our kids' health insurance, so that's no skin off of his teeth. He don't take them to the doctor anyway.
Ma'am, how you figure he don't take him to the doctor anyway? If he got custody, who's taking him to the doctor?
He's never taken them to the doctor, not once.
He deserved that. And health care.
He won't, because he likes getting food stamps. He likes collecting the food stamps.
I got news for you, Queen. It's not about the food stamps. It's about sticking it to the man.
I agree with Anton 1,000%. It ain't about the food stamps. It's about sticking it to the man, and it's about sticking it to you, my good lady, because it could be that this man ain't want to have no baby with you anyway. And I'm not gonna sit up and say that he should have protected himself. I'm gonna tell you, gentlemen, I'm telling you right now, you've got to protect yourself. Don't listen to these women when they tell you, oh, I'm on the pill. I ain't trying to have no baby. Don't listen to it, because for whatever the reason, if they determine that you are going to be the next sucker, you slide up in there, you don't protect yourself, you're going to have some problems. I guarantee you, depending on the kind of woman that you're procreating with. And I'm telling you right now, if you procreate with a woman that don't have no problem with carrying with carrying before she married, meaning that she don't have no problem getting knocked up before she married, well, guess what? You might have yourself a potential problem on your hands.
Sticking it to you. That's what it's about.
He said, I'm not going to do that if it means that I'm going to have to lose my food stamps. And no, he has money. He has 2 cars. He has a shoe collection of Jordans that's probably well over 10 grand.
Yeah.
Well,
So, ma'am, you say that he hates you and he trying to punish you, ma'am, and he trying to punish you for leaving him. Ma'am, you know what? I call cap on that. I think he probably hates you because you wind up trying to put a trap baby on him. I could see him hating you and disliking you for that. But because you left him, nah, I'm calling cap.
Yeah, why
I don't know what I'm
Get
gonna
it,
do.
King.
I feel like I'm fighting a army. You know, like it's just me.
You know what, ma'am? That's the same way that men feel. Imagine you being told that you got to pay all this money while you just pay all this money to this attorney that's standing right by you, who basically you done paid, you done just gave them money, because the fact is that the laws are plain and clear. There's no love. There's no love for men in child support court. And oftentimes, I would say the majority of the time, women are the ones who are the custodial parents, and men are the one who getting their little finances filleted wide open. The same way you let Brad run up inside your little box and fillet your walls wide open, that's the same way men and their resources get filleted wide open. Listen, I'm gonna stop the video right there because I've seen enough. This young lady sounds to me, this young lady, she fit the description of someone who saw opportunity. She's an opportunist, family. And she saw this Brad and said, oh man, he come from a well-to-do family. Oh, if I get a baby from him, I get pregnant from him, or oh, me and my baby gonna be straight. Me and my baby gonna be straight. But see, Brad didn't have no making no baby with you in mind. Yeah, maybe he did roll up in it and then protect himself. But at the end of it, how do we know that you didn't tell this Brad that you was on birth control pill? You could have lied and said, oh, I'm on the pill. I ain't trying to have no babies and I ain't married. You could have lied to that man. And like most men, if we, you know what I'm saying, to avoid wearing a condom, perhaps because we like feeling that real meat, we go ahead on and like idiots, we believe what the woman say. And then next thing you know, you find yourself up in child support court. Listen, men, you better be careful. You had better be careful because there are pitfalls and traps all along the way in life. I tell my son this all the time. I'm telling you, gentlemen, you better protect yourself. You can't believe it when they say they're on the pill. Trust me, I am speaking from experience that didn't feel good along the way. Family, I would just want to come on here real quick because this whole child support thing is a sensitive matter for me. And the fact that now the roles are reversed and she got to pay her baby daddy child support. Well, guess what? You get zero sympathy from Big D. But what say you, family? What you think about this situation? You think we ought to feel bad for this young lady that obviously done deleted the video from off the internet? Well, I can't find it, so I had to use Anton's video to do my commentary. But you have family, what y'all think? Y'all think we ought to y'all think our hearts should pour out to her? I love to hear your comments. Well, family, always remember, be more tomorrow than you were yesterday. Peace.